as it gets closer to winter, I think you need more stodge. So I'm making potato croquettes with cheese in the middle of them. Provolone cheese, to be precise. So let's go. This is possibly not the most healthy recipe you're ever gonna see me do, but it's so good, they're so good. And the beauty of them is you can make them and freeze them and cook them later. So they're a great snack. They're great to have with a sauce that you know, like a tomato sauce to accompany other stuff, other meals, other parts of your meal, like chops or whatever, have a barbecue. Anyway, I'll show you, you tell me what you think. What we do is I've boiled red potatoes. Why red ones? Don't do white ones. Don't do yellow ones. Red ones, because they hold together better. Now, I don't know whether everyone will have one of these.
What the hell is that?
This is a potato masher. So I've cooked the potatoes and now I'm just gonna squish them. This is the same thing that you make gnocchi with. Same machine. It just aerates the potato a bit. Look at that. Little potato worms. Anyway, let's do the magic of television and I'll see you in a minute. All done, there we are. Look, that's about, I think about 4 potatoes, maybe 3 or 4 potatoes. They were quite big, so you don't need to use a massive amount of potatoes. So that's enough, depends how many you want to make, okay? Next step is to add some cheese, and don't be shy. That is, look at that. Look how much cheese I'm adding, woohoo! The cheese kind of firms it up a bit, takes a bit of that moisture out, because we're making almost like a dough. Next, we're gonna put, this is sliced up mild pancetta, okay? Don't need to cook that beforehand. Put that in. I'm gonna get my hands in it in a minute. And an egg, bring it all together, and some lemon rind. Don't really need to add salt because there's a lot of salt in the cheese. That was Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. The lemon just gives it this really nice zest. Just gonna get some gloves so that I can get in there and mush this stuff up, okay? Here we go. Right, so now we just work it all together. And this is where you sort of get a feel for if it's the right consistency. And if it's too wet, you can always add a bit more cheese. Although that's feeling pretty good. All right, now we're gonna get to the next bit. So give me 2 seconds to get this next bit ready. What I've got here is flour, panko breadcrumbs, obviously my potato mix, some provolone cheese cut into soldiers, and some parsley. So I'm going to add the parsley to the panko. You can use breadcrumbs if you want, but I find that the panko works really, really well. And what we do, we don't roll them in the flour. We're gonna make the flour almost like into a milk mixture. You don't want it to be thick. So let's see. That should do it. Okay, so what we do is we get a bit of potato like this. We put some cheese in the middle, all right? We roll it around the cheese. Then you roll it in the floury mixture and then in, and you want to push them in. You know, so you've got a good coverage. Here we are, the first one. Look at that. Okay, again. So I've got the air fryer. I've got the fryer on at 170. I've already cooked 4. I put about 2 or 3 in at a time because you don't want to overload it because your oil then starts to get too cold. So they take about 10, 15 minutes. Hey Siri, 10 minutes. This is the color you're after. You're after them being golden brown like this. Oh. They take a little while to get that golden color. If you have a little look here, you just got to be patient. So just keep sort of rolling them around. Okay, They are ready, look at that. Yum-o. And look, you just put them on here to drain, let them crisp up. Like I said, doesn't matter too much if they split, they still crisp up. Oh, look at that cheese oozing out of there. There we are. Let's go give them a taste. See that? Look at that. That's a bit of cheese ooze. Ooze, cheese ooze. You don't think I'm not gonna eat that? Oh, a little crumb. You know what makes these? Apart from the potato, the cheese, and the pancetta, it's the lemon. That lemon rind just gives it this lift. They're absolutely bloody delicious. They'd be great with either a sugo that you could serve over the top if you wanted to make it more of a meal. But just like this, can I tell you, with a beer or a wine, Bob's your uncle. Bob appetito. Bob appetito.